How you doing? It's RRT Boxing here, Mr.A. We're going to talk about that. Kell Brook and ERROL Spence recap. I've been busy moving, so I haven't been making as many videos as I want to. But as everyone already knows, pretty dominating performance. I won't say dominating until towards the last championship quarter of the fight. This fight, it went to how most people thought it was going to go. Two heavy set boys throwing some serious hammers at each other. I've been watching a lot of the people's YouTube videos, reading some articles. Everyone's saying how Spence kind of eventually warmed down. I think what played a key part in this whole fight was going into the fight, we kept saying, oh, Kell Brook's going to be a big, strong guy. He's going to be able to muscle and handle Spence in the inside. What will Spence be able to do? Well, Spence didn't really have to do anything. He modified himself being held, knowing that that's probably Kell Brook's best defense is the hold. What Spence did was he allowed himself to get held, but he turned sideways and didn't score up. So when Kell Brook held him, he was only able to hold Spence's right arm. And while he held Spence's right arm, that also left Spence's left arm free. And in the first round, you see it. He just started tagging. It's like uppercuts and hooks to the body while they're holding. Some of them didn't all land, but some of them were. And like I said, and that was Brook's best defense, to hold. But it ended up being his worst technique. Because not only was he so programmed to always hold it now when he held, it took away both his hands. He couldn't punch no more. He's holding Spence's right side of his body and leaving Spence's left side free. And Spence just hit him all night. I think that was the key point that, excuse me, not too many people are mentioning. That one little detail changed the whole fight. Spence just turned sideways, so when he got held, he had a free arm, and in the whole fight he just used that free arm. Now I watched the fight. I had going into the 11th, I had Spence winning 8 rounds to 2. Very competitive. They weren't blowout rounds. They were just I felt Spence did enough to eke him out. I had Brook winning the 3rd and I believe the 7th. I had Brook winning. I really didn't have Spence winning a dominating round until like the 8th. 8th and 9th. That's when Spence really just stole the fight to me. I do believe the weight cut, I don't know if this weight cut specifically played a factor, but just I think eventually it just caught up to Brook all this time, cutting off this weight, going up, cutting it down. And I think for the fact that he was so used to it, but this is the first time he actually put on muscle and had to cut muscle off. So usually he just puts on weight and cuts it off, but I guess just cutting that muscle off affected his body a little different. And you can just see, excuse me again, in the third round, Brook was breathing with his mouth open. He was lunging. I know he does normally when I see Brook fight, he fights with he'll do that strong lunging right. But this was like really off balance lunging. His legs looked heavy. I noticed that from the get-go. But yeah, it was just, it was just a really good performance, a really good fight, but Brook was just not himself. Condition-wise, the weight, I think it all played a factor. And then on top of that, not to say he would have won if he was right, but like I said, I'm going back to the key point in this victory for Errol Spence was allowing himself to get grabbed and turning to his right, allowing Kell Brook to only grab his right side of his body. That left his left arm free, and Kell Brook fell for it all the time. Spence getting close, Kell Brook would grab him. Basically, soon he grabbed him, he left his ribs open. He couldn't punch back because he's holding them, and Spence got a free arm. That one little technique change, and then like Spence said, he noticed that Brook fights in spurts. So after the second half of the fight, he started turning it up, and it worked. But I give the victory to just that turning sideways in a clinch. That was the main thing everyone was saying, that Brook's gonna be strong enough that he's gonna be able to hold him down. Nope. He got his best defense turned on him. And this is RRT Boxing here with Mr. A, giving you his final thought on the Kell Brook losing his IBF strap to the Truth, Errol Spence Jr. Please subscribe, like my video, share them, leave a comment. And until next video, I'm gonna stay ready, you're gonna stay ready. Let's talk some boxing. RRT Boxing, Mr. A here, out.